Hi and welcome to TrickTips. This is a third video about this 3D home, and this time not so much about this picture here, rather than about doors. It's smaller and I can show you most of the ideas about general idea of this video. It's about here this ribbon rendering, and here about material window. Okay, so first of all I'm gonna turn on to realistic view here. As you can see, this door frame and door and all the glass are in the same layer for doors, and it's in yellow color, so all these things are in the same color. That's what we are going to change. So here, this dialog box, yes, one thing here, this little button, if I click it and it's like this, when I go away it's hiding the window. When it's looking like this, I go away and no, the window stays. So I'm gonna choose this way now, and I tuned up this window so it's easier to work and better for performance. So I'm gonna show you how to do something with this window that looks almost like mine, or something else, whatever you would like to change with it. So okay, at first, if you have not opened this window, you can find it here, this button, material browser. Click on it and it will show somewhere on the window. So what have we got here? It's divided basically in two parts. This is upper part till here. You can see I can change it's bigger or smaller, and the lower part here, and here's all the materials from material library. Here are only those materials which I choose to be here. For example, I want this, I drag it right here. If I don't want it, just do something like this, delete it. I usually do something like this. Here are only those materials which are used in my drawing. Down here, those materials which are in library, but many of them are not used in this specific drawing. So let's start. For doors and door frame, I have chosen this one, material, and if you click and drag down to W, then here these all are various of different wood types. You just have to choose, drag it here, or directly like this on some kind of part, and it also shows up here. One more thing, right click, select objects applied to, so I can select those objects and then change material and that so on. So I don't need this, I'm gonna delete it. And now I'm applying this material to doors and to frame also. I can drag it, or this and this. About the view, I almost forget. Here these two buttons. So if I click here, they are smaller. I usually choose the maximum size because it's easier to see. Then these sorting orders and what to show in these panels. Here are a bit more options, but okay, that's not the point in this video. So now I get those two objects, a material. Now I want windows to be with glass, so click on glass and boom, it's glass. So, and as you can see, I can also see through there. And now the hardest part. If I zoom closely, I can see this pattern, or I don't know how to actually pronounce it. It's quite nice here, but I will show you the functions here in render dialog, in render ribbon, and also here. Double click on this, and the new dialog box appears. So I can actually edit this material. Double click here, it opens another dialog box, and here, down here, you can choose a scale. If you insert here a bigger number, then it kind of zooms the image closer, so these all things will be bigger. If smaller number, then also smaller these patterns. This is a color, but okay, I don't talk about that. So it seems kind of fine, so let's check it out. So now in render ribbon, here's this option with a really nice drawings to better understand it. So yes, as you can see, box, I recommend it for this one. So as I click on it, it shows a preview how it's going to put the box on this door frame. It looks fine, so I hit enter and okay, and the patterns looks quite nice, nothing to cry for. So now about doors. If I zoom close, that's just some kind of stripes, and I don't want that. So I click on the doors, click here, box. Okay, box looks fine, but either way there's just stripes. So I usually do something like this. At first I'm gonna move it. Choose axis, move it up to here as it snaps, and click. Now choose rotate, choose axis. This red is a right one, so have to find the red one. Red. And now this. Something's wrong. Trying again. Box. Move. Here. Rotate around this axis. Something and hit enter. And what's happening here, as you can see, the pattern is quite nice on this surface. Here also quite nice, but here not so good. So I would leave it like this. It's better that way. So that's it about editing those solids and their materials. And about rendering, I can show you, here's options, how good quality the image is. Progress, that's not interesting. Output file, you can put a saving place, and I usually, before really rendering, I choose this and try it. Choose a region and then render. It's actually, there's no specific light, so it's almost nothing interesting now. And it's not saving it anywhere. So basically that's about adding materials, a bit of editing them, and about this window, about rendering ribbon here. And that's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and hope something is useful here, and see you in next videos.